Hi there, Visionary family, and welcome back to another one with Lady Visionary. Hope you guys are doing amazing. If you're new to my channel, make sure you go ahead and smash that red subscribe button. I'm learning that so many of you guys are basically watching my channel but not yet subscribed. You keep coming back for more content and you have not smashed that red subscribe button. So please, if you're enjoying the content you find on this channel, please make sure you subscribe. And it's not just about subscribing, but also sharing the content out so that others can get to know my channel as well. I also want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys who have been sticking with me through this journey of highs and lows. So thank you so much. I have, really appreciated everybody who has shown genuine support and love to my channel. And yeah, without further ado, um, I'm waiting for a few more of you guys to join the conversation before I go into it. I wasn't really expecting to do this live, if I'm honest. It was not planned at all, but it's on my heart. So I thought I might as well just, I might as well just come out and speak about it. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you like the live stream. Make sure you like. For those of you guys who don't know, I do offer consultations for anybody interested in just relocating and doing business in Rwanda. You may have many questions about relocating, the type of businesses that you can do, how you're going to sustain yourself, how you're going to sustain your family. Are there others who are here that can support you? How do you build connections? All of those things that can be answered in a one-to-one consultation. And the consultations usually occur via Zoom for an hour. And it is, as I say, at a cost, a very, very affordable cost. So if that's something that you're interested in, all you have to do is send me an email at projecthealtha@gmail.com. That's projecthealtha@gmail.com. Guys, I'm seeing some of you guys join the conversation. Please don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick around. Let me just get the email for anybody who may be interested in a one-to-one consultation. It's projecthealtha@gmail.com. I'll just put it up on the screen for you guys. That's projecthealtha@gmail.com. Um, yeah. And if you guys are not following me on Instagram, please consider following me on Instagram, where I'm trying to basically give you guys snippets of my day to day, what's happening with the projects, and yeah, everything along those lines. My Instagram is lady_visionary. That's lady_visionary. And my business Instagram is Twin Lakes Recreational Resort. That's Twin Lakes Recreational Resort. Hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I just had a bit of a hiccup with um signing out and signing back in. Let me know where you guys are listening in from. I will also be sending out the link for any of you guys who want to join the conversation. Okay. Let me just send out the link in the chat right now for anybody who may be interested in joining the conversation. If you have anything valuable you'd like to add to the conversation, let's send this out. Bear with me, guys. Right. So the title, as you guys can see, Black people only have ammunition for each other. Guys, I'm not sure what's going on. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. Um, I'm not sure what's going on. Bear with me. So, as you guys can see from the title, Black people only have ammunition for each other. You know, there's been a lot happening right now on the YouTube space. A lot happening on the YouTube space that has caught my attention. I've tried not to basically indulge in it too much, but you can't just help to just find out what is actually going on. And I've had spent some time, well, not too much time, just kind of watching a few videos, because there's a lot of drama sort of kicking off, and it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy what's going on. Really, really crazy what's going on. And what I'm finding is that it's Black YouTubers who are searching out other Black YouTubers on the continent that are doing really, really well, and basically trying to tarnish their name and basically bring them down. So it's like, it's so disheartening because obviously at the moment we have a big movement of the diaspora, you know, learning more about their history, connecting more with the motherland, wanting to visit the motherland, wanting to actually invest in the motherland. And it's a phenomenal movement because it's something that's not happened before. You know, this can go down in the history books. However, you find that this is an ongoing problem amongst the Black community, that we just have all the ammunition to fight against each other instead of like thinking about working together in order to build something great, build a legacy. And people are talking about, you know, members of the diaspora or people who are, you know, positioning themselves, are basically pimping off the diaspora movement. And you know, it's very interesting because you know there are real people, real enemies actually, who are actually pimping off the diaspora movement. But a lot of Black people are not seeing that. Rather, they focus their attentions on the wrong things. You know, there's numerous or various companies who have positioned themselves on the continent, big corporations that's positioned themselves on the continent to benefit from the diaspora movement. We're talking about companies from the Americas, we're talking about companies from Europe who have, you know, predicted the movement is going to bring in billions for their companies. And it's so sad that and it's been the ongoing problem, you know. If you look at the history books and if you study our history and how, you know, a lot of the genocide and a lot of the wars that have happened on the continent, um, that has been a result of brainwashing from the West and the Americas, turning Black people against each other, that they would even kill each other. You know what I mean? So what we're seeing is this. It's not new. What we're seeing, very much so, it's not new. It's an ongoing issue, and some of us are obviously very conscious and very aware of what exactly is taking place on the YouTube space right now. You know, people will say like some of our people, they forget who they actually are. They they forget that they're actually one of us, and it's so sad to know that our own people will go to the extent of, you know, being paid money to cause destruction within our community. Um, it's an ongoing issue, but what we're seeing as well, and it's quite scary, I must say, is, you know, people who are doing well on the YouTube space that are actually making a contribution. You have like other YouTubers who, obviously have no talent, no content, no contribution to make towards the whole diaspora movement, and the only ammunition they have is by is going after these YouTubers that are trying to make an impact. And nobody is perfect. A lot of us have only recently moved to the continent and also trying to make our way and also trying to sustain ourselves. Some of us have actually created businesses, linked to the diaspora movement, and there's nothing bad about that if you genuinely care for our people. You genuinely want to see our people strive. But other people will make a twist on that and say, it's not genuine and people are just there to capitalize. But the people who are making the real big money are the Mzungus, are the people from Europe, are the people from America. So the people like these YouTubers are it's nothing. The money that, these people are making, some people would say it's chicken change in comparison to what some of the big corporations that are mobilizing to places like Nigeria, Ghana, Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania. There's big white corporations who are keeping an eye and are very alert and seeing that with the movement of people, the dynamics of economics changes. And so we must go where the money is. We must capitalize off this. We're seeing the Chinese do the same. There was a Chinese company that came out in Ghana, and the Chinese company was just saying like the year of return in Ghana really influenced their decision to expand. And even Black diasporans were the ones who were going and sitting in those Chinese shops, and essentially making these Chinese people richer than they already are. And so, a lot of us know that Black people in general, we don't own anything. We don't own anything. We spend a lot of money, but we own very, very little. If you look at the percentage, globally, we own very little. And that culture of just spending and building liabilities need to stop. And here we are, some of us on the continent, we're here. It's not an easy process. It's not an easy thing to say you want to, move from a country in the West or in the Americas where you've been used to that lifestyle. You're very familiar with that environment, to then say, what, I want to pick up my bags. I want to move to the motherland and I want to make a contribution every single day. I can maybe speak for myself, but I try to be very, very transparent on this channel, telling you guys that it's an amazing experience. There's so many opportunities on the continent where I am, specifically in Rwanda. There are so many opportunities, right? You can live a great quality of life. However, it doesn't come without its challenges. And one of the big problems a lot of the diasporans are facing when moving to the continent is how to sustain themselves whilst they're here, right? The idea looks appealing to many, but if you don't strategize and if you don't think of your case on an individual basis, then you will find yourself running into trouble, right? Because you need to have something to be able to sustain yourself. You need to have a plan A, you need to have a plan B, potentially a plan C. That's something I always try to address on my channel, so that people don't come into this blindly. There is a lot of work that needs to be done. There may be things that even frustrate you. You may find that things are a lot slower than what you're used to in the West. right? But you have to exercise patience, a level of maturity, right? And you have to strategize. This is something that one of the YouTubers that I watch and who is a friend, the African superstar, she talks about a lot on her channel. SMP, strategy, maturity, and patience, right? And what I'm seeing on YouTube just shows you sometimes, you can't help but be a bit discouraged, because we're fighting against our own, time and time again. And this has always been the strategy. You know, the West, the Americas are seeing how this diaspora movement is bringing people together. And it's so powerful. It's really, really powerful. And I think a lot of people don't realize the extent to how powerful this is. We are uniting. We're coming together. People are building businesses. People are believing in themselves and taking on new adventures. And with that comes the movement of money to the continent. And the West, as well as the Americas, they're scared. They're scared. So they will do anything. They will throw anything to try and shake that up. They will do anything. And it seems like they're using our own people to fight against us, because when you shake up the dynamics, that basically just helps people to lose focus. And that's what I'm seeing on YouTube right now. So many people are losing focus. Instead of um instead of actually, trying to dampen down the situation, I see the comments, you're trying to drag each other in the mud instead of building each other up, instead of supporting each other, instead of correcting each other. You know, it's the same. Divided, we continue to fall. And I think that we're at a point where we cannot afford to be divided right now. And it's such a shame that our own people, our own people in the Black community, we will do anything to tear another brother or sister down. You know, you see someone achieving something, you see that they're building with their subscribers. With their subscribers come many other great opportunities. But you don't want that. Because of your own jealousy, because of your own wickedness of your heart, you just feel like, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it is to take this YouTuber down. And because what you want as well is popularity. You just want the popularity. There's nothing that you want to build, but you want the popularity. You want the subscribers. You want the money. Isn't it hypocritical? It's so hypocritical that, these YouTubers are just pointing fingers to try and tear someone down, but their real motive is just to build themselves up. They have nothing to offer to the diaspora movement. They have nothing whatsoever to contribute. They just want to trend on YouTube, gain followers, and gain money. The overall goal is to gain money, and it's so sad. I've been watching a few videos, and I can't. I mean, some of you guys have said to me, "Lady Visionary, don't um don't pay it too much attention. Be focused. We support you." And I do understand that, and I do know that there will be this journey and everything that we're trying to do, building a legacy, you know, contributing to the development of our people. I came into this knowing that it will not be a smooth sailing process. But what I'm expecting from our community is not the exact, repetition of the past, us tearing each other down, at the first opportunity that you get. And it's so funny how you have people who will say you support the diaspora movement, but the slight distraction, you jump on the bandwagon and start tearing others down. What I'm seeing across YouTube right now, it's so disheartening. But despite it all, guys, I must say, my intention is just to keep focused, because I believe that bigger there's a bigger goal and there's a bigger focus, rather than getting tied up with all the drama that is not going to be beneficial to anybody at the end of the day. You know, you see, it's like a trend on YouTube as well. It's really a trend on YouTube. Um, you know, the drama just comes in successions. I see it time and time again, and it always involves our community fighting. Guys, I'm really sorry about that. That was my connection. But as I was saying, it's so sad. It's heartbreaking. When we, the Black community, should actually be working together, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of building to do. Now is not the time to be distracted. Now is not the time to lose focus. Jumping on the bandwagon of these conversations that will bring nothing but destruction. And it's like, when will we learn the strategy that has been ongoing? Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. And that's what's left Black people, a lot of Black people in dire poverty. Kwame Nkrumah spoke about, what did he say? Divided we fall, united we stand. Or is it the other way around? United we stand, divided we fall. And that's exactly what I'm seeing playing out on YouTube right now. Exactly what I'm seeing play out on YouTube right now. I'm seeing you guys in the building. Have you guys liked the live stream? I am going to greet some of you guys. I'm also going to send out a link for anybody who wants to join the conversation. If there's anything that you want to add to the conversation, anything productive, if you disagree with what I'm saying, let me know. That's one thing about Lady Visionary. I take on board everything people are saying. Your opinion is valuable. We can learn from each other. I'm tired of the fighting. And the problem is that we're fighting each other while the real enemies are looking at us and saying, look at these people, so stupid. And while we're busy fighting, they're busy continuing to take over. I'm seeing Silver Hawk in the building. I love the title of this video. So true. Joyce is in the building. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Lady Visionary. Esther, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Lady Visionary, true daughter, our beautiful motherland, Africa. Preach, sis, please preach. Is anybody planning to join the conversation? I would love to hear from you. Or is it just me, presenting a bold statement with nothing tangible to it? The real enemies that we should be fighting against, we don't have the energy, or we would never fight back or push back the way that we're doing to our own. Why is that? My question really is, and I would never understand it, how come? Why is it that Black people only have the ammunition for our own people? That we will do anything to take them down, but we wouldn't have the ammunition to do that to the real enemies. That doesn't even make sense to me at all. That doesn't make any sense to me. And if anybody has anything, they would like to say that's valuable to the point that I'm making, go ahead. Even if it's in the comment section, go ahead. And why is it that our people are so easily influenced by negativity? They're so easily swayed by negativity. I speak about this on my channel. If my channel was a channel that, it titled a lot of dramas, maybe cursing other YouTubers or trying to bring other YouTubers down, so many people will be subscribed to my channel. So many people would be subscribed to my channel. I'm out here in Rwanda. Recently I lost my mom. It was a big shock to my system. I didn't know how I was going to put one leg in front of the other. I came on YouTube to tell you guys that I was leaving Rwanda because I'm the firstborn of my mom, and I had to go in order to help sort out her funeral. But then I had to just be strong. I had to find the strength to be strong, go to Jamaica, give my mom the send off that she deserves, and come back to Rwanda and focus on the vision that I have, which involves my people, whether you guys are in Europe, whether you guys are in the Caribbean, whether you guys are in the Americas. So I've come back to work hard, also believing that I have my people, the Black community, behind me, supporting me. And right now, I would say that I do have support. I have the support of so many of you guys who are just amazing. I didn't expect to be getting the support that I'm getting right now. And I'm so appreciative of you guys. But the work that needs to be done is huge. The things that I'm doing right now, some days I don't even know how I'm going to get there, but I have the belief I'm willing to work hard. So when I see my people just throwing themselves and getting involved in unnecessary drama and being distracted, it frustrates me. It angers me. I'm like, give me the patience to be able to understand why is it that the Black community, when we have a focus, when there's work to be done, why is it that we get distracted time and time and time again? When there's real work to be done, you find yourself engaging in things that are unproductive and destructive. But to support someone on the continent that's doing great things, you can never consider that. But you find yourself doing idle work. And I'm not here trying to put anybody down or anything like that. But for us to really understand that there is work to be done. And people have moved to the continent like myself who are working hard, who need the support to push forward, to achieve things. And then you have some people who they're watching, you ask them to subscribe to your channel to support. They keep coming back. They would never subscribe. They see you growing. Their heart is jealous. They don't want to see you grow. They're waiting for something to be able to say, what? See, Lady Visionary, I told you Lady Visionary wasn't here for the right reasons. I told you Lady Visionary was this. They're waiting for something. But if you see me as a brother or a sister, if you see me deviating on a path and you think, well, Lady Visionary, I think you could do things a little bit better. I think you could do this. Why not offer that support to another brother or sister? I've sent out my email in every one of my videos. You guys have my email in the description bar. And also you guys have the opportunity to reach out to those YouTubers that you may think may be deviating. We are our brother's keepers. We are our brother's keepers. We're supposed to be our brother's keepers. We are supposed to support each other and build each other up. If you see someone doing something that has potential, why would you not support them? Why would you sit there and wait for them to be belittled to nothing? It's a question that I have. Why is it that Black people, the Black community, continue to bring each other down? when we're supposed to be building, when we're supposed to be focused, we get distracted by the littlest of things. Why is that? Why is it that we cannot keep focused? We lack focus. Guys, let me just go ahead and read your comments. As I said, this wasn't a live that was planned. It wasn't a live that was planned. It's something that I have on my heart. And I just thought, I'm going to come out here and just say what's on my heart. Just say what's on my heart. Esther's saying, sad reality, inferiority complex has a stronghold on many people of African descent. Yusuf is in the building. When you have clickbait titles like this, it's the reason you only have 11 people watching. Your title is generalized of our people. Please stop it because it's detrimental to our children. Yusuf, everybody has a choice. When you see a title, when you see a channel, you have a choice to click on it or not, to be here or not to be here. And even if I have one person, two people who will benefit from this live, then Yusuf, your comment has no impact, and perhaps you're in the wrong place. JD Riggs says you have to break that bond, but understand that this mental bondage has taken 2,000 years to build, so it will require work to break the chain, but it can be done. The Willie Lynch syndrome must be eliminated. I agree with you 100%. These are conversations that we have to have. I believe it's conversations that must be had. The truth has to be spoken. We need to lay out what's on our heart because, I've put this title out there because I'm seeing things on YouTube and I'm like, what? Like, why? Why is it that you see another brother or sister striving, but your goal is just to tear them down in every way possible? You see it time and time again. You see it over and over and over again. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm tired. I am so tired of our people and how they, we just get distracted at the least of little things. Someone puts something out there and you jump on it without analyzing it for yourself, without critiquing it for yourself, without knowing if that is true, losing focus. People are saying, oh, people moving to the diaspora are pimping off the diaspora movement. Do you know the number of companies, big corporations from the West, from the Americas, that's capitalizing off the diaspora movement? Do you know the facts? What are you saying? Have you done your research? But you have ammunition for other YouTubers, other Black YouTubers that have moved to the continent and are trying to make it and make a way for their brothers and sisters to also come to the continent. Why is that? Why is it that Black people only have the ammunition for each other? Because they won't go out there looking for those Muzungus to attack. And what we're now seeing also, for those of you guys who don't know, is that you have white YouTubers who are also clocking on to the diaspora movement, who are also moving to the continent to drive up views and to capitalize off the diaspora movement. But we only have ammunition for our own people. We don't see them doing videos about that. We don't see them doing videos and analyzing and bringing valuable content to the things that actually matter. Guys, I rest my case. Again, I'll send out the link to anybody who has anything they want to contribute to the conversation. But my plan was not to be on here very long. It really was to be on here very long. I have sent out the link for anybody who wants to join the conversation. If you disagree, you can disagree. That's fine. I'd love to hear what you have to say. It's people like Yusuf, to be honest, that is a problem. Because two or three people coming together as a collective who are focused, who have ideas, who have strategies, can transform a situation for many people. And so people like Yusuf will see my channel of 4,000 plus subscribers and they will belittle it, not knowing how powerful a channel of 4,000 or even 5,000 can be, the impact that it can make, the lives that it can change. I am here as a small YouTuber. I'm creating jobs for people here who wouldn't otherwise have jobs. I'm making an impact on people's lives. I'm just one YouTuber. But when you have people who, like Yusuf, that's not focused, who don't see things the way I see it, you will count that there's only 11 people watching a live, not knowing how powerful that 11 people can be. And it's people like Yusuf that's part of the problem. We have Ebony Repat saying, at Lady Visionary, I don't necessarily view it as bringing each other down, but holding each other accountable. Many diasporans have bought into a lie and lost their hard-earned money. I understand. And I would also put this out there. You have to be critical about the people that you watch. Definitely, I've said that in the past on my channel. You have to be critical about the people that you support. Everything is also by choice. You have to analyze everything. It's social media. You can't go with everything you see. Of course not. You have to know what you're doing in the on this space. Most definitely. BJ Riggs, the Most Highly has given us discernment. Exactly. The spirit of discernment. You can always take a step back and say, well, I'm not sure about this, therefore I'm not going to do this until I have such and such and such information. Nobody is forcing anything out of you. You have a choice wherever you are. You have to critique every information on this space called YouTube. Most definitely. If God Almighty moves your steps, then you can see a fraud whether they are ingenious or foreign. You must ask yourself, why am I following? Exactly. Everybody has a choice. Everybody has a brain. Everybody has the ability to analyze. Yes, why am I following Lady Visionary, for example. Let me just put my name there. Why am I following Lady Visionary? Question it. Find answers. Right. Anointed praise is in the building. We all have to do our due diligence before we move to the continent. Scammers and deceivers are everywhere. No one should be gullible. That's right. They're everywhere. In the UK, in Europe, in the Americas, on the continent. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. You know, I myself here in Rwanda have been scammed. I've been deceived. They're everywhere. Esther saying doing one's due diligence is key. Most definitely, I agree, 100%. You know, there's a lot of us that are moving to the continent. There's a lot of us who are watching and thinking about, you know, even visiting or even moving to the continent. There's a lot of content out there, and I say to people, come, network, visit the country first, network first before you make any real big decisions. And some people will disagree. Some people have upped and left the Americas, upped and left Europe, and just come to the continent and find that they do really well. The numbers are few. But in general, what I advise to my supporters, my subscribers, I say, come and see it first. Wherever you are planning to relocate to do business with, come and see it first. That way you can learn the information firsthand. We're giving you information on YouTube. We're giving you content on YouTube. You guys are seeing things that the BBC just does not show you about Africa. That is real. Even I was talking about this yesterday. My family members that came to Africa, that I dragged to the continent for the very first time for my wedding, they cried. People cried. My uncle knelt down and kissed the ground when he landed here in Rwanda. They said to me, they were so shocked that everything that they have been seeing on TV was not the true reality of the motherland. And the fact that they almost rejected the opportunity to come and see Africa brought them to tears. They were in Rwanda and they had a phenomenal time. They could not believe that this is Africa. But because it didn't match what the BBC and the West and the Americas said or have been presenting about Africa over all these years. They were shocked. They were speechless. They were in tears. So I say, come. If you're not sure, come. Visit first. You know, you're not obliged to stay. Come and visit first. Experience it for yourself. Then make a decision. We got Ali Jones. Is saying, if you buy land abroad, get legal representation just like you would in the West. Some of these YouTubers are kicking other YouTubers with lies. Yes, you must visit. JJ Jr. saying, yes, you must visit. Yeah, I say to people, visit at least once. Visit at least once. You may go to, I don't know, Uganda, for example, and find that you don't connect. You may move from Uganda and go to Tanzania and find like, well, yes, this is the place I feel more comfortable. Or you may visit Tanzania and feel like it's not for you, and you come to Rwanda and think, yes, this is where I'd like to build my house. This is where I'd like to make a contribution. This is where I'd like to bring my skills. These are the ways in which I would like to contribute to the motherland. Because it is no lie. It is no lie that the motherland needs you. That is no lie. But you need to be able to discover for yourself what is it that you can bring to the continent? What is it that you have to offer? How can you make an impact? How can you bring a contribution? How can we collectively make an impact? Because it is no lie that the motherland needs you. That is not a lie. That is not a lie. You got BJ Riggs, but we all know this is the devil's reign on this planet. But we also know more than anything that God has always protected his people. So if there is a lesson to be learned, then learn it and move forward. Most definitely. For me, despite seeing what's going on, despite being disheartened by a lot of what I'm seeing, a lot of the negativity, my plan is to just keep focused on the projects that I'm working on here in Rwanda. But I feel like if we don't talk about it, talking brings solution. But my intentions are to keep focused on what I'm doing. Malachi, you have to scope out any terrain before you make moves, especially if you don't have boots already on the ground that you know or trust. I understand. I understand exactly. So, and Big J Riggs is saying, let it be a lesson for us all to think, what can we learn from this and how can we move forward? Because a lot of people will be put off by a lot of the negativity that they see. They'll be like, no, you know what? Forget it. Forget the motherland. This whole movement, diaspora movement, is a fake. It's this, it's that. But I'm letting you know that it is no lie that Africa needs its people. That is not a lie. There's so much work to be done here. There's so much work to be done. We need people in healthcare that can build hospitals, that can build clinics, that can do health promotion, that can do health drives, that can do health checks. We need people who have experience in education, that can build schools, that can buy schools, that can run schools, that can build libraries, that can build educational clubs. We need people who have experience in agribusiness, or people who want to learn about agribusiness to be able to set up businesses in those fields. Whatever skill you may have, it's needed. Africa has been depleted and its children are suffering. That's the reality. A lot of us will say, well, what's our governments doing? But the people, we the people we have to think that we can't just blame everything on the government. But what can we do? And that's one of the reasons why I'm here in Rwanda. I'm bringing ideas. I'm building businesses. I'm building legacies. I'm employing people, even in this pandemic where it's not easy. I'm providing jobs for people to be able to feed their families, to be able to go to school, to be able to pay their medical bills, to be able to um, go to university. I can't do everything, sorry. I'm only one person. There's work to be done, guys. But yes, you have to be critical about this space called YouTube. And if you don't have the answers, then you don't make the moves. If you don't have the answers, I'll say that again. If you don't have the answers, then you don't make the moves. If you're not clear on why you're supporting a YouTuber, gain clarity. Gain clarity before you do anything. Guys, that's enough regarding that topic. Again, if you guys, well, I feel like I've spoken a lot. I really have spoken a lot. Some of you guys will disagree. Some of you guys will agree with the points that I've made today. And I've been putting out the link out there for anybody who wants to join the conversation. Anybody who has something valuable they want to add to the conversation. But I will be rounding up very, very shortly, guys. As I said, this was not a planned live. You know that Lady Visionary, I always show my face on camera. I was actually rounding up to go to bed. But I had this on my heart and I had to speak about it. I had to speak about it. Esther is saying, okay, bear with me, guys. Oh, like my internet is really playing up with me, guys. Bear with me. I hope this doesn't shut down on me. I hope this doesn't shut down on me. Let's have a look. Guys, let me know where you guys are listening in from. I'd love to know where you guys are listening in from. Please let me know where you guys are listening in from and what time it is wherever you are. Please bear with me, guys. Internet connection is going to disappear. Guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. Guys, my connection is, I don't know, something's happening with my connection. So I'm going to have to love you guys and leave you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining the conversation. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the conversation. I'm seeing someone join right now, but unfortunately I can't accept because my internet is about to shut down. I don't know what's happened. Like this happened yesterday. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look. Let's bear with me, guys. Yes, guys, my connection. I'm seeing a couple of you guys here, but my connection is playing up with me. So I just want to again say thank you to each and every one of you guys who have taken the time out to, support the live by watching, by liking, giving a thumbs up. And for those of you guys who are new and have subscribed, thank you guys so much. Um, Again, if you guys have not seen the new upload on my right. So I'm still seeing a few of you guys in here. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient, sticking around. But I don't understand what is going on. I guess when there's powerful conversations to be had, it is interrupted. So as I was saying, here in Rwanda, the because of the increasing cases with regards to coronavirus, there is a strict curfew in place, and public schools are closed. A lot of public organizations are closed. So that will be having an impact on the diaspora building project. So I'm just basically, waiting it out and seeing what happens. But for those of you guys who do want to support the diaspora building project, um, let's just give you guys the details. We do have the PayPal, but we also have Patreon. So you guys can go ahead and check out Patreon because there's like two projects on there which I'd like to have support with. So go ahead and check it out. Hi guys, I just want to say the internet connection is so bad, so I will be ending this live. Um, Thank you, Honeycomb368A. Thank you. Very sorry, guys. The connection is so bad. I'm gonna have to love you guys and leave you guys. Until next time, see you soon.